A Chinese-backed dam project promises to transform this corner of northeastern Pakistan.
这个形成的话，基本要会达到我们这个 Longo 的那个位置，所以整个那个时候就整个这个就非常壮观了，整个上游这边就全部是非常大的这种水库。
But recent tensions between India and Pakistan have added urgency to the project, a key part of Beijing's trading network called the Belt and Road Initiative.
China, of course, has some interest in keeping this region stable because this is China's top priority to keep its borders stable so China can focus on its own development.
The 272-meter-high dam is designed to control the flow of the Indus River and will generate about 4,800 megawatts of electric power. The Diamir Basha Dam is one of several hydroelectric dams that Chinese engineers are building in Pakistan. Another important project is the Mohmand Dam, north of the city of Peshawar. It is scheduled to be finished by 2028. These two dams are designed not only to provide Pakistan with thousands of megawatts of clean energy, but also millions of gallons of fresh water.
This is important to Pakistan because agriculture accounts for like 1/4 of the country's economy, and also the rainy season is coming really soon. So Pakistan needs something to, for example, to help to improve its capability, for example, to control the flood, also to help to improve the capability in irrigation and power generation.
But recent moves by New Delhi to hold in abeyance a vital water treaty between India and Pakistan have prompted China to speed up work on the Mohmand Dam.
The major reason, as I understand, is India's decision to suspend the so-called Indus Waters Treaty, because this treaty governed the waters flow to Pakistan, use in agriculture, for example.
It was held in abeyance, meaning that India temporarily suspended its participation in the treaty in the wake of a deadly militant attack in Indian-administered Kashmir on April 22, 2025. New Delhi blamed Islamabad for supporting the attackers, an assertion Pakistani officials deny. The Indus Water Treaty, signed in 1960, guarantees Pakistan's 240 million inhabitants a steady flow of water. The Indus and 5 of its main tributaries originate or pass through Indian-held territory. Under the treaty, the 3 easternmost rivers are controlled by India, while the 3 westernmost fall under Pakistani control. The treaty being held in abeyance could theoretically allow India to restrict what flows downstream.
If Indian government chooses to restrict supply of water to Pakistan by building more dams on the Indian side, making sure that more water goes to India, then it would severely affect Pakistan's economy.
By speeding up the construction of the Mohmand Dam, Beijing hopes to head off any potential pressure related to the treaty being held in abeyance. The dams are part of a larger network of Chinese finance projects, the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor. It's a series of infrastructure projects ranging from dams in Kashmir in the north to highways connecting cities to the port of Gwadar in the south.
The idea was that this will create a significant connectivity from China all the way to the Indian Ocean. So the port of Gwadar in Balochistan, which China built, that port was supposed to become a hub of economic activity, and that it would benefit Pakistan's own economic development, Pakistan's own economic growth, but it would also give China access to the Indian Ocean directly.
But despite the strategic value of this corridor, Beijing has yet to see an economic return on investment.
Some of the new infrastructure that they have received, some of the new roads and railways, the Lahore Metro, that's advantageous for Pakistan. But I'm not sure what China gains out of it, because apart from strategic advantage, China doesn't really gain much out of it.
And while these Chinese-built dams could offer some relief for Pakistan, the 2 dams won't be able to fully offset the impact of a significant disruption of water supplies by India.
If China could help, China should convince Pakistan, China should persuade Pakistan to sit down with India and negotiate, the changes which are needed in the treaty.
After the two nations ceased hostilities amid the recent tension, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi said water and blood cannot flow together. His words were widely viewed as meaning New Delhi will keep the treaty in abeyance until Islamabad ceases to sponsor cross-border terrorism. But India has, in fact, for a long time pushed to renegotiate terms of the treaty with Pakistan.
India says that climate change is a reality. Climate change is affecting water supply, it is causing more droughts, it's causing more flooding, and therefore India says that the treaty needs to be revised to take into account these changes. India says that India will resume when Pakistan addresses the concerns that India has raised, and that Pakistan is willing to negotiate on a revision of this treaty.
Pakistan has so far been reluctant to negotiate terms of the treaty. But the fact that the country's water supply could be hanging in the balance may give Islamabad more reasons to come to the negotiating table.